Hello everyone, it's Sue here. How are you today? We're going to finish up Psalm 46 today. I am actually only going up to Psalm 46:10. It does go to verse 11, but it's a repeat of verse, let me see, it's a repeat of verse 7. So I'm going to go through verse 10. So let's go ahead and get started. So I already have my scripture. I have an idea of what I want to do, and I'm just going to get started. And this paper that I pulled out is from this little like craft little magazine. It's a little one. It's not big. I got it at a store, a bookstore, for 10 cents. 10 cents. It was 25 many years ago. And I have to go back to that bookstore because I want to get more of these. Like, look at that. Don't you love that? Don't you love that? Oh my gosh. So anyway, I pulled out just a little bit of one of the pages just to get an old feel to these two pages. And something I'm doing a little bit different today is I'm going to use some wet glue to adhere my pieces down. Normally I use glue stick, which I have grown to love. I will admit that. Like, I don't know if you all watch Mary from the Mary ATA, but last week on her video, because she's following along, she's like that she's actually, loving using glue sticks now, but she had an aversion to them for so long, and I felt exactly the same way. But now I love my glue stick. But today I just wanted to do something a little different. All right, so I have those down. This is to me a very nostalgic kind of look I'm going for today. So we'll see. I do have this shelf paper that I bought from somebody on Etsy. Don't remember, who was it? I should remember this. Shame on me for not remembering. But anyway, I bought it from somebody on Etsy, and I have quite a bit of it, and of course I'm hoarding it. So I need to stop hoarding. Let's see. I'm going to have to cut this over here again, but that's okay. But look at how beautiful it is, right? It just gives that little special touch. I may end up putting some sort of color on there. I may not. Let's see how it goes. And I'm using my yucky scissors. So like, look at these things. Oh my goodness. They're like, they have like everything on them. I don't know how they still cut. I have no idea. But I like them because obviously I don't care if they get glue on them because they're already filled with glue. All right, so Psalm 46:10. I actually have it on 2 cards. So I'm still using my 3x4 Project Life cards. And, excuse me. So Psalm 46:10 says, "Be still and know that I am God. I will be honored by every nation. I will be honored throughout the world." And that's in quotes. So that's God talking. So I just want to just spend a minute here. So be still and know that I am God. Of course, I researched with Charles Spurgeon, and he wrote, like, sit down and wait in patience. Okay, so who has a problem with that? Me. The patience I struggle with for sure. And he said that acknowledge that Jehovah is God. Now, I looked up the word Jehovah in the Webster's Pages 1828 dictionary online. And in the Hebrew, it means permanent being. So Jehovah in Hebrew means permanent being, or supreme being. So, Charles said, acknowledge that Jehovah is God. Amen to that. Adore him and him only, all of us who partake in the protection of his grace. See, his amazing grace. I'm going to try to get that onto the page. So, yeah. Awesome. And then over here on this side, it says, I will be honored by every nation. That's the New Living Translation. Let me read it to you in the King James Version. It says, so this is verse 10, part B, I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth. So all along, all through Psalm 46, we read about, how powerful God is. He has control over everything. The mountains, earthquakes, right? I mean, and here he is talking about that that the heathen, right, that they forget God and they worship idols. But Jehovah, right, the supreme being, will yet be honored by them. So in the end, the whole earth will know that he is God and all will honor him. I just think that that is pretty powerful. Going through this psalm with all of you, I have learned so much. And I now look at this psalm totally different than I used to. And I think that that's a good thing, right? That's one of the reasons that we do this. I mean, I always thought it was, really, honestly, the verse that I always thought about was this verse, the first part, be still and know that I am God. And it is, it means that. It means just what it says. But, we learned how powerful he really is. He's omnipotent, right? He's omnipresent. He is everywhere. He knows everything. He can do all, right? So be still and know that I am God, that he's Jehovah, the supreme being. Love it. Love it. Love it. So I just took this little heart and then this little sticker and I put it over. And I think I want to put that down there. And I am liking using the glue, I must say. I am. Oh, that looks pretty. I'm just going to kind of hold that up so that you can see. It looks very, very, very pretty. Very pretty. All right. And this says, don't forget. And this is just a little flower I thought maybe I could put up there. I do know that I want to put this over here, this doily, up here. And I have this little itsy bitsy piece. So I think I'm going to put that over there. And let's see, this may not be the best place to use a wet adhesive. And let's just give it a try. Normally, stuff like this, I try to use my matte medium. Oh yeah, we made a little bit of a mess, but that's okay. Let's just clean that up and cut this off. Oh. All right. Okay, what did I do? Oh, here they are. All right. And this is just cute and perfect. It says, don't forget. Maybe I'll put that up there. Maybe I can put this over here. And if I can get this apart quick enough, because my fingers struggle with this kind of thing, getting this separated. If I can do it quick enough, I think I'll put that over there. I'm just getting rid of all the excess, but let's see. And on the verse talking about patience, that wasn't too bad. And I'm going to put it tilted. So I know that that's crooked, but I mean it to be. Okay. So anyways, in the verse that's talking about patience, like I don't have patience to do what I'm doing right now. I just don't. It's terrible. It's terrible. So his amazing grace, because we need to adore him and him only, all of us who partake in the protection of his grace. His amazing grace. What a loving Father we have, right? All right. So let me get these last couple. Did I ever put this? Yeah, I did. Let me get these down here. I'll put that up there. And this flower. Now, I did have petals for this flower. Totally lost. Gone. I have no idea. 1 minute I had them. And the next I didn't. I looked on the floor. I looked everywhere. So I will find them when I'm done with the video. Oh my gosh. All right, I want to put a little bit more because this little heart is kind of popping up. So now I see one thing that's better about using a glue stick, because it's easier for me to get all the way to the edge of what I'm gluing down. Like even with this little flower. All right, for now, I'm going to leave that page. Let's go over to this page. All right, so I'm going to put this up here. And I'm going to try my hardest to continue to use this. I'm not putting a lot on here. In fact, it's very, very, very little. And that's on purpose, because I don't want it like oozing out, right? There's like so many holes on here. I don't want it oozing out. All right, I'm going to put that like that, and then I'm going to cut off the edges. Let me go ahead and clean this up. So those of you that have been following along or not, this could be your very first psalm video of mine that you're watching. Let me know what Psalm 46:10 means to you. I'll be happy to read and see if if you had the same understanding that I did. And I do think that this is one of those verses that actually mean what they say. And, you know, sometimes I have not a clue what the heck. And that's okay. But that's, you know, I'll try to study it out just a little bit. And not that I'm always studying stuff out. I mean, I don't mean to say that at all. And that's actually one thing that I really have benefited from doing the Psalms, is being in His Word more and studying more. I even document like my study so that I have it. I put the date, I put the verse, I put where I studied it from. Like, so, I mean, there's so many online places to study from, right? Oh, where can I put this that you can actually see it? Let's see, let me see if I put it right there. So, yes. It's all good, right? Look at this pretty butterfly. Now, I have these butterflies and then this pretty one that is just silver. I so much want to use these two up because it's the last two that I have. And I had them out. Can I use all of them? I just might use all of them. Pretty. And absolutely perfect. And see, I get to throw this away. In the garbage it went. I'm not saving it. And then I have this little guy. So is that going to be too much? Oh, I like him down there by that flower. Did you see that? And I just might, let me see if I can make him to where his wings bend up. Now, I know the book is going to be closed. My traveler's notebook is going to be closed. But look at how pretty that looks. See? So when that dries, his little wings will be able to pop up. Okay. I'm just trying to think. Now I want to get some color on the background. And then we're going to do a couple things that I don't know that I've done recently in my traveler's notebook. So I'm going to be using this. And I don't know if I'm going to be writing with a regular pen. Probably a regular pen. What color ink does this have? It happens to have black ink, but I think I'm going to write with that today because the way I'm going to write is going to be different than I normally do. So stay tuned for that. All right, so I'm using a set of Arteza watercolors. It's a nice set. It's not my favorite, but you know, it is what it is. So I want to try to use it. I'm just trying to clean up around me. All right. I wanted to pull in a little bit of, you know, darker colors. So I think I'm going to actually go with these two colors, maybe a little bit of that one, right? So I have, this is a pretty gray and a pretty, like a beige type color. So I'm going to move this one over to the side and let's see. I think I'll use the more beige color. Now, I do not want a lot on here. So even though like I have my brush very wet and I have a lot of nice color on there, I don't want it to be, I don't know, get all over the place. Sometimes it's hard to tell when you're working with watercolor, you know, if it's going to make a mess or not. Sometimes it does, and I don't know, maybe, I don't know if it's, I guess it's how much water I have on there. I don't know. It just seems different. Like this is nicely pigmented, and I don't need a lot of water, and I don't need to put a lot of paint on here because it's nicely pigmented. I guess some of them are just so lightly pigmented that I have to put more on there and then it becomes a mess. I guess that's my point. I guess. I feel like I want to do something with this down here. Let's see. What if I do pull in a little bit of this? It looks like a, oh, that's perfect. Look, look, look. So this is more like a flesh color. And I'm just going to gently go on top so it's not so stark white. Oops. This one I didn't spray, so it's a little dry. Okay. I'm not looking for a lot of color. I just want to get more of that old nostalgic vintage look. Okay, nice, right? Now I don't know that I can get under here. Let's see if I can. Yep. All right. Oh, I like that. I like the bottom of it. I like how that looks. I like all of this. I kind of feel like this right here, you know what, let me grab this and just spray. That this needs to be toned down just a little bit. So I'm going to use that more flesh color. Get some on there. And let's see if we can tone this down just a little bit. Like that black ink on the page is just a little bit too dark. And this just kind of pushes it into the background just a little bit. So if anybody has like any questions, whether it's about the verse or about the art, why I do certain things the way that I do them, just let me know. Oh, see, I like that. Let me show you. I am going to come back in. We're going to do a little bit of outlining and some writing. And again, remember, I'm going to do the writing a little bit different today. And it's actually something that I struggle with. So that's going to be interesting. Okay, so on this side, I'm pulling in the gray. And I'm not even going, and I'm sure that you noticed on the other page, I'm purposely not going all the way to the edge of the paper. Normally I do, but on this one I'm not going to. How pretty that looks. And what's interesting is I had most of this pulled out and set aside 4 weeks now. I could not wait to get to this verse. I just couldn't wait. All right. I like. Pretty. Okay. Good. This one, I think I'm just gonna keep the rest of it as is. So I will move this to the side and let me clean my brush out and wipe that off and put that to the side. All right, so now before I start writing, I do want to take this paint. I might end up doing 2 different color paints. And I'm going to use this acrylic block as my palette. I guess I'll just continue on here because this tends to have more of a blue, blue going on. There's blue, I don't know, just a little bit more bluish green. This is actually Mermaid Lagoon Distress Paint. I need just a little. And this gives just a fun little effect. This is something that my friend Tammy showed me a while back, and I just think it's fun. So let me hold it up because I know you're not going to see it until I hold it up. Let me hold it up really close. Look, it gives the prettiest, cutest, soft little lines. Right? Here, let me do this so I can do this. So I just roll it because that rolls. Oh, I love it. Let me just do this and I'll hold it up. So if you, I guess maybe I should tone that down too. You know what? Let me do that before let me do that. Just so that it kind of matches the other page. Yeah, let me tone down that black just a little bit over here. So let me do that. Oops. I got stuff flying every which way. All right, because I still want to see it. I think it's kind of cool, right? Very cool. All right. Let me clean my brush again. All right, and move this over. Okay, so now I'm going to continue with this. And we're going to go over that. We're going to go up. I'm not being too neat. I'm just making sure I get it in the spots that I want it. And it just adds a little special touch. And I will hold it up for you to see. Oh, I love this. I gotta do this more often. So if you have one of these, pull it out. Dart, this is for darts, right? To mark where darts go when you sew. I don't know, you guys can tell me. Look at how pretty. So I'm gonna hold it up really, really, really close so that you can see. See all the lines? So it's all the way from over here to over here. So it's faint and it just adds a little special touch. All right, I'm gonna do the same with this, but I'm gonna use a different color because I don't want blue on this. So I'll find some sort of a brown, and I'm just rinsing this thing off. Let's see what I have. All right, I have, what is this? Vintage photo. I hope this is dark enough. Do I have anything darker? Do I have anything darker? I don't think I do. Not as far as paint goes. So I'll use this. All right, here we go. And I'm just going to do the same thing. Oh, yeah, this is plenty dark. Plenty, plenty, plenty. Oh, I love this, you guys. You know, you can just like go over everything and anything on your page, and it's okay. Because it's so subtle that it's okay. I'm not going on the butterfly just because I think it would wipe pretty much right off. All right. All right. Oh, I love it. So I'm going to hold it up really close again. See? All the way from over here to all the way over here. Ooh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, I'm going to move that to the side. And let me go ahead and hit this, both of these, with the heat tool. It is a little bit wet. So I am trying to, I haven't decided what psalm I'm going to go to next. I have been, you know, keeping my eyes and ears open. And, yeah, I'm sure God will show me. I have no doubt. I have no doubt. Okay. So, awesome. Okay. So, I'm going to take this pen, a regular pen. It is a ballpoint pen. I'll do this one first. I'm going to do my outlining with it. So this, normally what I would use is my Uniball Signo. But in this case, let's see, I won't be able to get, whoops, under there. But in this case, I am just gonna do this. Ooh, look at that, I can go over, I went right over that little plastic piece. Awesome. I am going to go around the card. Do it messily. I think I'll even go around this butterfly. Definitely helps everything pop off the page. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do just a little bit of writing over here, but I'm going to do like scribble writing. I really struggle with scribble writing. So scribble writing is usually written in a way that you don't necessarily, you really can't read it, right? A lot of people will do scribble writing if they want to get something down in their art or on their page where it helps them get something off their heart or off their mind. But they don't necessarily want everybody to know what that is. And that is not the case for me. I just feel like doing this. Or like me, I just want that look on this page. So I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm writing because I don't know if I can do this. It's very hard for me to do this. I don't know that I can. Let me do a quick little practice here. I'm going to sit down and wait in patience. So how? Something like that. Something like that, right? So that was big. I think writing it small like this is kind of it's easy to go crazy when you're on a big piece of paper. So I'm writing sit down. Oh, I'm like so nervous. And wait. In ENCE, patience. So see, it just gives even more of like a nostalgic vintage look. Oh, that's exactly what I was going for. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now I feel like I need to write something around this heart. And I'm just looking at my notes. Let's see. Adore him and him only. Okay, so here we go again. I'm nervous again. How am I going to do this? So adore. So now I'm writing over something that's not flat right here. So adore him. Whoops. And him only. All right. Oh, I did it. I did it. I did it. Oh my gosh. I want you guys to try too, because I know a lot of you make videos and I want to see if you guys can do it too. Okay. So I'm going to do the same thing on this page. Jehovah will yet be honored by them, right? The heathen, every nation, the heathen. I think I'll start with the heathen will honor Jehovah. So heathen honor Woo-hoo-hoo, I did it. Oh my gosh, I did it. I did it. So I have over here, the heathen will honor Jehovah. I love it. What do you guys think? Let me know. Very different, right? Very different. But that's it. I'm going to call this done. I'm a little bit, this is a few more minutes than I'd like to go, but this was fun. It was different. Hopefully I gave you a couple of new ideas to try. And I want to see if you can write messy. I want to see you scribble right. I want to. I'm going to be watching your videos or post pictures. Some of you post pictures in Facebook groups that I'm part of, so I can't wait to see. Okay, I love you guys. Have a blessed rest of your weekend and your week. And if you like this video, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. God bless. Bye-bye.